And a pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to Newcastle. This is Virtu Motors Arena, where tonight we wrap up Group F during the FIBA EuroBasket. Glad to have you with us here on a beautiful night as Great Britain and Czechia already qualified for the next round, so no real drama to play out as we take a look at the most recent results. Czechia losing a heartbreaker in overtime to Greece, 93-89, and the big win came from Great Britain taking down Netherlands, 73-69. So here are the standings as they are right now in Group F. Here at the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers, Greece will go through, as will Great Britain and Czechia with this 7 points. So 9-8-7 is the way they break down. Big night tonight, though, in Newcastle as Great Britain continues to gain momentum. They have been one of the strongest teams as of late. And you look at a team in a country like Great Britain where basketball has really been on the upswing. They have qualified for 6 of the last editions of FIBA EuroBasket. And the starting lineups now, first for the visiting squad from Czechia. They were sitting at 2-3 in Group F. They'd like to go out even 500 with 3-3 with a win tonight, as their standings have them in a virtual grudge match with Greece, Great Britain, and Czechia. Really 3 evenly matched teams, but you keep your eye on a couple players tonight. Tomasz Satoransky, who went off the last time they played these teams, 21 points, 10 assists, and then 12-7 in the last game in that loss to Greece in overtime. As we now get the starting lineup for the home team, Great Britain under the head coach, Mark Studel. Big man in the middle, Gabe Olasheni, the former London Lion, now playing his club ball in Mersin, Turkey. Amin Adamu. Lord Nelson, Luke Nelson, also another former London Lion. So a lot of these players that played for the London Lions certainly have really experience with them. Tariq Phillip, yet another London Lion that is on this squad. Jabril Bello Osagi. Miles Hessen, 34-year-old, plays his club ball in the Mexican Pro League. Patrick Whelan, who plays for the Caledonia Gladiators. We talked about head coach Mark Studel. He is the head coach of the Newcastle Eagles. That's one of his former players on the floor as well. So right now it's time for the national anthems. First Czechia and then Great Britain.
We start with the anthem from Czechia. And if you are able, please remain standing for the national anthem of Great Britain.
So the national anthems are now complete, and we will wrap up play here in Group F at FIBA EuroBasket 2025. The qualifiers, as the pleasantries are now exchanged at midcourt. There is head coach Mark Strudel. On his staff has also got Alberto Lorenzo and Andreas Kapoulas. He knows him well as the head coach of the Bristol Flyers. Head coach for Czechia, Diego Ocampo. We take a look at our official tonight. Johan Wilso, France. Saverio Lanzarini has been active in this tournament from Italy, and Geert Jacobs of Belgium. So final preparations getting underway as mentioned in Group F. Both of these squads have qualified, as well as the group leaders, Greece. Great Britain coming off a big win against the Netherlands that really secured their spot 73-69 in that game just a few days ago Friday. They outscored the Dutch in the fourth 24-19, and that was the difference. 31-29 at the half in the Den Haag Sports Campus in Tweeder Park. For Czechia, they are coming off a loss where they took a tough one in overtime, 93-89 after the Greeks hit a beautiful three-pointer with 2 seconds left to push it to overtime, and they just kept the momentum going as they outscored Czechia 16-12 in overtime. That game being played at the Eteria Arena in Czechia. So both teams plenty of rest. They are now ready to close out Group F here at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifiers. Players keep an eye on for Great Britain. We take a look first of all at the starting lineup. Ruban Hustak, Senhal, Krivanek, and Kovar will be available players there on the right-hand side, and their coach, Diego Ocampo, his assistants, Luis Marti and Jan Sofnal. They will lean heavily on Tomas Soransky, player that went off for some big points. Andre Sehal, of course, the big man in the middle, 7'1", Andre Baldwin, top rebound in the tournament so far, averaging just about 10 rebounds a game. Starting lineups for Great Britain, similar to what they had against the Netherlands, with a few tweaks. A few players looks like will be a little more available off the bench, including that man, Patrick Wheeler. Wheeler, great outside shooter, also an excellent distributor of the ball. They will lean on him. They've got some great point guards on this team. They have Luke Nelson also in the lineup as well. And the emergence of number 1, Will Ellis. Really talented young man, he's 21 years of age. Riedel, Miles Hessen. Really a talented crew with Great Britain, certainly one of the up and rising nations in basketball. They certainly improved over the last few years. Finishing in EuroBasket 13th, their best finish so far back in 2013. So the starting 5 for Great Britain. Luke Nelson gets the nod this night. Gabe Olasheni, Kwasi Kaboa, Miles Hessen, and Carl Weedle into that lineup. Ward Hibbert, Adamo, Watson Phillip, Bello Asagi, and Patrick Wheelan under the coach Studel's direction. So good grand on hand tonight at the Virtu Motors Arena here in Newcastle. Both teams that have qualified and are ready to play some ball for the fans here in northern Great Britain. Quinn Ellis there is not going to be active tonight. Looks like he may have a boot on that left foot, if I'm seeing that correctly. That'll be a big loss if he's unable to go. 4 10-minute quarters in FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. We are now just a minute away from the start of this game. It's been some great matchups through the last 6 days of competition. And this day is going to end on a high note as well. Some of the highlights when we get to halftime, you'll see some of the great plays that have taken place during EuroBasket. We've also seen some excellent play during the Asian qualifiers as well as AfroBasket. So Mark Strudel to take his team into the next round on a high note and push their record to a 4-2. Czechia, as we said, would like to reach Mount 500 and go even 3 for 3 in group play. Czechia will be in their traveling blues. Make their way onto the court. Final instructions from their head coach, Ocampo. See how active the fans are here inside Virtu Motors Arena. Really good for the Newcastle Eagles. Great Britain now makes their way to the floor in their home whites. Saying hello to the officials, keeping it friendly at the start of this game. Both teams will want to get out, set the tone early. Czechia might have the advantage on the outside shooting. Ball movement and inside the paint play may go the way of Great Britain, although they are a little bit undersized on the average. And we're underway in Newcastle. Group F final game of these FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. I'm surprised to see Olesheni play out way high, trying to drag the big man out there with him. Czechia starts off in a man-to-man defense, and it pays dividends right off the bat. That pass intercepted, go the distance. Beautiful block there. Excellent defense by Miles Hessen, staying with the play. Well done, not to get the foul either. Deep range three coming, and that hits nothing but high quality Great Britain air. So no harm, no foul on that last turnover. Pull up three, hard off the back of the iron. Czechia looking like they want to get up and run. Nice pass underneath, big man on the elbow. He can't get it to fall. Rim's a little stiff in the early going. Petr Kravanek was the man on the ball that had that shot blocked in the first play of the game, wearing number 21. Into the corner. Luke Nelson playing high up top as the point guard. Surveying. Crosses over, pulls the trigger on a three. Can't hit it. Rebound comes away. Hustak. Ruban feeds, nice inside layup. Can't get it to fall. Excellent interior defense for both teams so far. And that's going to be a bump foul as Petr Kravanek will pick up his first. So quick pace early on, almost 90 seconds gone in this one, and no score as of yet. Olesheni. Hessen. Switch, gets it down to Olesheni, a little bit low, fumbles it, spins off to his left, goes glass, can't get it to fall. Tip kept alive momentarily by Yeboah, but he can't secure it. On the cut, Luke Nelson steps in, disrupts that pass. Active hands early on here between Great Britain and Czechia. As we approach 2 minutes gone, no score. To the kick out. Nice closeout, they're gonna call the steps on Akwasi Yeboah. 12 points the last time these two teams met a year ago in Czechia. Could be a low-scoring affair. Last time they met, 90-82 Czechia. On the spin, Olesheni holds his ground. Excellent defense, and they're going to get Olesheni across the arm. Andre Hustak is going to go to the line. Right there, Olesheni went for the swipe down. He's hoping for a travel call, but did not come. So an opportunity for our first points, and we get it. 2:17 gone in the first quarter. Czechia is on the board. It looks like Czechia is going to go early to the bench for the substitution as they bring in 32 Richard Ballant. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds in the most recent game that lost in overtime to Greece on Friday. Look at this. Czechia taking their defense very seriously on this set as they go full court man-to-man pressure. Hard screen set there by Hessen. Nelson on the wraparound. On the drive, on the glass, and kisses it in. Beautiful shot by Miles Hessen. $15-footer off the front. Plenty of white jerseys around there to take it away. Yeboah drives in there hard. Excuse me, that was Carl Weedle that drives in hard. Took the pass from Yeboah. And he's fouled as he drives the paint. First rule of basketball defense on transition is stop the ball, which Czechia just kind of got lulled to sleep, and Weedle took his size at 6'7" and just took it down the lane as Hustak is going to step aside. The only points for Czechia so far in nearly 3 minutes of play. Adam Kejval, a 7-footer, checks into the game for Czechia. Hard off the heel. Wheel had a good game against Czechia last time they played last year. 17 points and 10 assists, hitting a double-double. And he gives Great Britain a lead, 3-2. Well, backcourt disruption there by Great Britain. Backcourt violation. Fedoransky telling the fellas, you gotta come help. Josh Ward-Hibbert now into the game. Tough to trap Miles Hessen. He is tough, big fella. He'll set a hard screen on you. Luke Nelson, deep three. Had to fire that one up as the shot clock was under 4. Miles Hessen playing some tough defense. Deep range three coming for Czechia. Beautiful shot. Wojtek Ruban. First 3 of the game goes the way of the blue and white. Czechia has the lead 5-3. Weedle. Back to Nelson. Swings it around. Josh Ward-Hibbert. Ball knocked out of bounds. Excuse me, that was Miles Hessen. Double 2. Josh Ward-Hibbert, who checked in, his single 2. Defense collapsed. Left him wide open. Ruban buries it. Andrei Senyal back into the game for Czechia. Luke Nelson. Drive, dish. Josh Ward-Hibbert buries it. Plays for his coach, Mark Studel, his club team, Newcastle Eagles, former London Lion. 4 former London Lions out on the squad for Great Britain, so there's a lot of familiarity. Big man goes underneath, able to go up between Jabril Bello-Osagi and get the bucket. Adam Kejval, 7-footer, not to be denied. On the dish, Nelson has a look at it. He hits it. Lord Nelson for 3. Left wide open as the rims have started to soften up that time, and just not enough rim there for Lubos Kovar. And he'll hear about it for the fans here in the Virtu Motors Arena. 5:18 to play in the first. It's Great Britain on top, 9-7. Luke Nelson just lurking from outside, buries it. He'll take a break. After a good 4 minutes, near 40 of playing time. Active hands on the inside. Josh Ward-Hibbert dishes underneath. 3 blue jerseys, and they're going to get a foul as he got the ball into Akwazi Yeboah. Mina Damu is also checked in for Coach Mark Studel. That'll send Yeboah to the line where he hits the first. Played his club ball at Trapani Shark in Italy. 12 points in the last meeting between these two teams. 6'6". Small forward, just 27 years of age, goes 2 for 2 from the line. Great Britain now with a 4-point lead as we approach the halfway point of period number 1 here at EuroBasket 2025, the qualifiers. Final game here in Group F. Great Britain and Czechia both moving on to the next round. On the drive, stop. They're going to call an offensive foul on 19, Andrei Senyal. So Senyal little too much contact, dropping the shoulder as Hruban will take a seat. Jarmo Bohacic in for Czechia. Yeboah wide open on the lane, drives, defense didn't get over quick enough, and he gets a nice layup. Threes are plenty for Czechia, they're just not burying them. Take it away. On the slowdown. Skip pass goes out of bounds. Tariq Phillip handling the point now. Heavy substitution rotation for Czechia and coach Diego Ocampo. Expecting maybe a very fast, long game, and that's going to be a foul away from the ball on the inbound pass. Jarmo Bohacic. Bohacic, excuse me. So that sends Great Britain to the line with Josh Ward-Hibbert, former London Lion, now a Newcastle Eagle. As we mentioned, playing for his coach, Mark Studel. Nothing but twine. Great for the fans in Northern Great Britain to get this kind of quality ball. He's that one a little short, but gets the shooter's roll. So it's now an 8-point lead, Great Britain over Czechia. Remember, Czechia got the win the last time these two teams played. They won it by 8. Czechia is just stone cold, though, from the outside. Good defense. Underneath, tries to wrap it in and under, and he gets it to fall. What a shot. Great shot there for Bohacic. A little extra English on that ball. Gets it to spin lane, opens up, and off the glass. Midadamu gets the 2 right back. That ball picked off. Quick hands and showtime. Tariq Phillip with a throwdown in Newcastle. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:25 to play in the first. And it is Great Britain out big over Czechia. Elevation and the throwdown. (19-9), Great Britain on top. Five turnovers for Czechia, and I'm sure that's what head coach Diego Ocampo is going to want to talk to his team about, taking care of the basketball. Great Britain's a good enough team, both inside the paint and outside shooting, that they will punish you. I'd love to see that graphic come up here. We'll check the stats on points off of turnovers. So right now, Great Britain is feasting. There was the pickoff. Look at it one more time. Points off of turnovers, Great Britain 6, Czechia 2. So Tariq Phillip will stay in the game after that highlight dunk. Elevating at an angle, throwing it down. Getting the fans something to cheer about here at the Virtu Motors Arena as Great Britain leads by 10. So it looks like Great Britain now is going to return the favor on Czechia with a little token full court defense. Slow them down just a little bit, cause them to think about how they're going to get into their offensive set. Here they are now fouling the outside with 13 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to get Amin Adamu. Hear the call out in the court, zipper. Hanging in the air, drive, comes off the screen, nicely done. Richard Ballant buries that one. Just inside the three-point arc, so just a two-pointer, remains an 8-point lead. Great Britain playing with a relatively small lineup. Doesn't matter when you're hitting it. Patrick Whelan, the sharpshooter for Caledonia, steps into the game, hits his first shot, and it's a big one, a three. And lost that Czechia player down below. Martin Paterka does a great job of losing the defender. Easy two for Czechia. Czechia trying to stay disciplined in their offensive set, staying with the man-to-man defense. They have to start extending it though if Great Britain keeps shooting like this. That one off the mark, taken away though nicely. Offensive rebound. And almost an and one situation. Battling below is Jabril Bello Osagie. The speckled beast down below. 2 minutes to play here in the first, and after going almost 2.5 minutes of the first quarter without a score, Great Britain has jumped out to a 22-13 lead. Trying to make it 2 wins in a row after their recent defeat on Friday. They took down the Netherlands 73-69. Outscoring the Dutch in that fourth period 24-19, and really the difference. Makes it a 10-point lead again. Fans on their feet, chance of defense. Czechia looking for some openings. Look how far out Great Britain's pushing that defense. Ball handled, mishandled I should say. Great Britain, do they have the numbers? Trailer left wide open, thought about it momentarily. Tariq Phillip now. Takes the double. Feudal give and go. Leaves it, no one there. Shot clock at 7. No look pass in the corner. Round the horn they go. Tariq Phillip off the front iron. That may stay with Great Britain. Patrick Whelan very active out there. Mark Studel's going to love that, the hustle. Gabe Olasheni will check back into the game. Coming off a big performance against the Netherlands. Double-double, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Just a veteran. Three-pointer on its way, off the heel. Big opportunity for Czechia now. Can't have another empty possession here. Down the lane, and no one picks up. No help came. A great job by Czechia, recognizing the defense wasn't there. Tariq Phillip, quick handle, drives in the lane, step back. Kicks it out. Phillip seems to be able to get in the paint anytime he wants. Ball on the ground. Still on the ground, and Czechia ends up with it. Great job by Adam Caval at 7 feet to reach down and bring that one into safe space. No look, nice pass. Inadvertent off the backboard. Here comes Great Britain. And they'll slow it down. Entertaining first quarter here in Newcastle. Great Britain will play for the final shot. On the drive, can't get it to fall. And a desperation heave just comes up short. So a great first quarter comes to an end, and it's Great Britain 23, Czechia 15. After a very slow start, and I mean absolutely stone cold by both teams, we'll call it excellent defense. No scoring in the first 2.5 minutes. Great Britain jumping out to a 10-point lead. Czechia chipped down and got it down to 23-15, 8 points now. As you take a look at the important stats, Czechia 100% for the line. Great Britain's been to the line already 8 times in that first period, so that will bode well for them if they keep on pace for that, getting those free points at the charity stripe. Remind you that other action tonight, Croatia defeated Cyprus 104-67. Cyprus already in, though, by way of a host city. This is how things got started, very cold, and it was all focused on the defense. Boom. Not in Newcastle. Finally, the 0-0 deadlock was broken by Miles Hessen. And things started to warm up from the outside. Josh Ward-Hibbert. Catch, release, splash. Luke Nelson got into the act, deep from 3. And then the excellent defense and the showtime. Tariq Phillip with the throwdown. Patrick Whelan, first shot of the game, pure 3. So that's where we stand after 1 period of play. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle. This is Group F. I want to remind you also you can download the app, Courtside 1891, stream, schedule, scores, everything you need to do to follow the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifiers. Near capacity crowd here in Newcastle, as both the teams have already qualified for the next round, so not a lot of drama, but this is all about seeding, and head coach Mark Studel would like to see Great Britain carry it further than 13th in the overall tournament. That's their best finish so far. We go back to 2013. But they have qualified for the last 7 editions, 6 of the last 7 editions, I should say, of FIBA EuroBasket. Substitutions coming as Czechia trails it by 8. David Bohm now checked into the game, number 26. Ten-minute quarters in European basketball. A lot of people thinking the NBA should possibly go to 10-minute quarters. Keeps the game moving pretty quick. Shot clock at 4. Rises up, fires up, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound for Czechia. They got another crack at it. Can't get that one to fall either. So 2 good looks, and neither one can drop as Andre Hanslick had the second shot, second look. Olasheni out high. Down low, on the step back. Ark can't get it to fall, tipped away, and it's a defensive rebound to Czechia. That's gonna be a loose ball foul as they pick up Jelani Watson-Gale. Jelani Watson-Gale should be familiar to some of these players as he plays his club ball in SK Slavia in Czechia. Ooh, cutting to the basket. And again, Jelani Watson-Gale is going to pick up 2 quick ones. Just did not anticipate how quick that cut was. Officials right on top of the action. Doing a great job in the first. Johan Rosso, Severio Lanzarini, and Geert Jacobs, our officiating crew tonight here in Newcastle. Puts it on the paint momentarily, give rights back, and a beautiful give and go. Well executed. Wojtek Ruban with the assist. So Czechia is starting to find their groove, playing that really strong give and go, unselfish basketball. Luke Nelson now for three. Gets it, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. This time they're going to get an offensive foul.
Offensive foul for the next
Going to get Adam Caval on that one as another substitute. Richard Ballant comes back into the game for Coach Ocampo. 8:18 to play here in the first half. Great Britain led by as many as 11. They lead now at 9. Olasheni. Oh, great idea. Olasheni with a great pass. Had Weedle exactly where he wanted him, rowing the baseline, and that could have been a thunderous jam here in Newcastle had he been able to hold on to the rock. Olasheni gave Olasheni one of the best big men passing game. Sees the floor so well. That lob coming. Recognized it, gets back, retreats, holds his ground, blocks it. Well done by Gabe Olasheni not to commit the foul. Three-pointer on the way. Boom! Nothing but net. Jelani Watson-Gale, after 2 personal fouls, he buries a 3. Quick passing to the corners. Czechia answers right back with a 3 of their own. Beautiful shot there. David Bohm left wide open on the baseline. After a cool start from the outside, Czechia starting to warm up from beyond the arc. Kick, shot, off the corner. Ruban with the rebound. Czechia looking to the run. Quite have the numbers, so they'll back it out. 9-point lead for Great Britain. Pass in the corner. And a little too much defense there as Miles Hessen got into the offensive player's face. Kravanek checking back in. Petr Kravanek, 6'7" point guard, just 21 years of age. Means a 9-point lead. Wojciech Ruban, beautiful pass. Man left underneath. What a great job by Petr Kravanek, who just checked in the game. Comes that backcourt defense applied by Czechia, trying to slow Great Britain down. Take some seconds off the play clock before they can get into their offensive set. Look at this. Luke Nelson almost smothered in the shot clock, at 10 seconds. Czechia extended their defense. And that ball, was it tipped? Looked like Miles Hessen pass was trying to get someone in the corner. Yeah, it was tipped. Good call by the officials, they pick it up. Timeout on the court. 6:21 to play here in the first half. Great Britain 29, Czechia 22. Hoping to be able to take you into some of the huddles so you can listen in. We'll see if that's able to be picked up here on this timeout on the floor. Not sure if you picked it up, but there was a pretty loud crowd here in the Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle, which is Mark Studel's home court for the club team, the Newcastle Eagles. He's got Andreas Kapoulas on that squad, head coach of the Bristol Flyers, and Alberto Lorenzo, also part of his coaching staff. Coach Studel, one of the best in the business in the Super League Basketball League in Great Britain. His counterpart across the way, Diego Ocampo, trying to get Czechia their 3rd win here in this Group F play. They sit currently at 2 and 3, but already qualified for the next round. .621 to play in the first half. Great Britain on top by 7. Scoring's been spread out nicely. Josh Ward-Hibbert has 5, Luke Nelson with 6. Desperation heave as the shot clock was down to 3, and it's an offensive rebound. 14 fresh seconds, wide open 3, take it, rattles in and out. Czechia looking to run. Nice spin, takes the contact, ball knocked away. Great Britain saves it. Excellent defense being played by both teams in transition and in the offensive defensive sets. Driving right at the big man. Player down and down hard. He's gonna need some attention. Kruban will fire up this shot just inside the 3-point line. They'll stop play. I don't want to speculate on an injury, but big man went down hard. I got an inadvertent shot below the waistband. Andre Hustak feeling the pain. Wojtek Kruban buried the 2, so it now remains a 5-point lead, and Czechia getting very active on their defense. Look at this full court pressure. Jelani Watson-Gale handling the ball for Coach Studel in Great Britain. Inside, well done, good position. No foul there as Miles Hessen went up strong. On the baseline, fake the give, takes the shot, off the mark. Taken away by Belawasagi. They're gonna go inside this time. Miles Hessen is a load to handle, and Coach Studel recognizing that. Not only is he well built at 6'6", but he's got great footwork. Jelani Watson-Gale will take a seat. Tariq Phillip will step back into the game, as will Kravanik, Petr Kravanik for Czechia. Lubos Kolar in for Czechia. All knocked away. Andre Hustak, he is 6'11". You got 2 7-footers plus with Andre Balvin and Kaval, and then you got Hustak at 6'11". Down the lane with the foul. That'll send Great Britain to the line for 2. Jabril Bello will head to the line and shoot 2. Great Britain had a 12-point lead early in this game. It's now been cut to 6. So no panic for Coach Ocampo and Czechia at this point. Buries it. Fade away, can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound momentarily as Andre Hustak came away with it, and it will stay with Czechia. Deep range 3. That was pure. Well shot by Wojciech. Hard screens being set all over, and there's going to be a loose ball foul away. Trying to find some way to handle Miles Hessen as he gets positioned. Andres Senyal is going to get called for the foul. Just getting too physical. Trying to keep Hessen off of that block. That's a 3rd foul on Andres Senyal, so he's going to have to take a seat. 5 personal fouls in international basketball. Hessen stays in. Nice feed down below on the spin to the left. Easy jump hook, and Jabril Belawasagi usually would bury something like that. He can't get that to fall, just a little too hard. Foul on the backcourt, charge to Tariq Phillip.
Substitution. Whilst Hessen heads to the bench.
Kwasi Yeboah now back into the game for Coach Studel. Miles Hessen will take a breather. Great Britain without the services tonight of Quinn Ellis, the 21-year-old sensation who plays his club ball in the Czechia basketball in Italy. Averaging nearly 12 points a game. Saw him earlier, it looked like he had a boot on one of his left ankle. Obviously not ready to go tonight. Shot clock at 6, shot goes up, taken away by Great Britain. 31-27, 4-point lead. Nice drive in the lane, can't finish, and it's tipped back up and in. Well done by Jabril Belawasagi. Tariq Phillip took it right to the bucket, just couldn't finish it. And they're gonna get steps. Hustak just lifted that pivot foot before he was able to reestablish and put the ball down. And Kaval will check back in.
Substitution. Checks back into the ball game. Number 19, English now heads to the bench.
So Senal comes out with 3 personal fouls. Can't believe Coach Ocampo let him stay in that long. Alley-oop, oh, just came up short. Nice attempt. Trying to get it at Adamu, and the pass was mishandled, and it's gonna be a foul in the backcourt as Great Britain had numbers and they were looking to run. Petr Krivenek. And Coach Ocampo, he's wondering about the contact out front that wasn't called. Krivenek. So that'll send Tariq Phillip to the line for 2 free throws. Battles that one in. Krivenek now with 3 personal fouls, as well as Senyal. Tariq Phillip makes him pay. So a 4-point lead quickly goes to 35-27. 8-point now advantage for Great Britain. Coach Ocampo's going to be careful as his rotation just got a little smaller. 2 players saddled with 3 fouls. Coming up on 3 minutes to play here in the first half from Newcastle. Great Britain, Czechia, Group F. FIBA EuroBasket 2025. Both teams have qualified for the next round. This is all about seeding. Deep range 3 coming off the front iron. Fresh 14 seconds. Almost knocked away. And a beautiful fadeaway. That was well done by Peterka. Drive and the foul, hard foul coming over. It was good help by Adam Kaval. And Josh Ward-Hibbert is down, feeling the pain. Gets into the lane. Ooh. Yeah, that's a right knee to the zone. You see that shot of Peterka as he just spun to his, look at this. Spins to his left, boom. Six-point. Great Britain advantage. 2.5 to play here in the first half. So wrap up qualifying Group F. And now you can start thinking about who you have as your favorite to take the title. There are some great teams. France has looked very good. Greece has looked very good. Iceland with some gritty performances. Bosnia-Herzegovina, they can light it up. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Czechia. They're looking to run. Man left open in the corner, wastes no time, fires right into the hands of another Czechia player, and he lays it in. Kravanek, right place, right time. 2:09 to play in the first half, and Mark Studel of Great Britain's seen enough. That 12-point lead now sits at 4. See if we can listen in to the Great Britain huddle. So Czechia, you knew they weren't going away. Really well-disciplined team, staying with their program, fighting back, down 12, now down by 4. 2:09 to play here in the first half. Patrick Whelan checking back into the game for Mark Studel in Great Britain. Excellent outside shooter. Adamu hanging in the air, that ball knocked into the back court. Patrick Whelan, the officials say no backcourt violation, but they do assess a technical foul to the Czechia bench. Diego Ocampo not happy with that call. He thought it was a backcourt violation. And the officials clearly felt that the ball was touched by Czechia, nullifying the backcourt violation. So no further need for adjudication as we move on with the technical. Treat Phillip hits it. That youngster's fired up. Five-point lead, 1:51 to play in this opening half. Treat Phillip handling the ball. High top motion, gets it into the big man underneath. 3 blue jerseys surround him, and he still gets it in. Jabril Belawasagi with 2. Back to a 7-point lead. And foul away from the ball. Stops play with 1:22 to play. Petr Kravanek having an opportunity to chat with his coach as they get ready to sub in Richard Ballot. Hits them both. 5-point lead. Great Britain just not getting the same looks from three, but great drive all the way to the paint and off the glass for Patrick Whelan. 7-point lead, 40-33, under a minute to play. Czechia, if they hurry on this, they can get a possible 2 for 1. Hangs, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Well done by Keval. So they should get another crack at this with the shot clock at 37 seconds on the game clock. Quick Phillip, Whelan and Dealan. Jabril takes a shot, can't get it to fall. So just about a second and a half difference between game and shot. Depending on how fast Czechia takes this shot, Great Britain could get a final look. Four seconds on the shot clock. The floater off. And that'll bring the first half to a conclusion, as Great Britain does not get a good look at it, but a nice heave nonetheless. So the first half has come to a conclusion in Newcastle. Great Britain had a 12-point lead after a slow start by both teams offensively. They now have a 5-point lead as they try to close out Group F with another win and push their group play record to 4-2. Czechia, though, doing a fantastic job of fighting back, being down 12, cut it down to as few as 4 before yielding up that technical and then the extra bucket. So that's where we stand at the half here at the Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle. Great Britain 40, Czechia 35. Take a look at some of the statistics. Perfect from the line for Czechia from the free throw strike, 11 of 13. Great Britain's got to feel good about that, getting to the free throw line 13 times for 85%. 6 steals to 3 in favor of Great Britain. And Czechia, though, out rebounding the Brits 20-16. There you see Keval leading the way for Czechia with 8, Krvanek 6, and Huban with the 5. Beloasagi 7, Luke Nelson with 6 for Mark Studel's squad. Take a look at some of the best plays from the second quarter. Great Britain looked so good in the first, shooting from beyond the arc. Tried to keep it going. Luke Nelson finding his spot. Czechia, though, answered back with some nice inside paint work, staying with it, good footwork, and excellent defense. Good defense leads to even better offense. Jelani Watson-Gale stepping into that. Physical play underneath. Ruban just inside the 3. Catch, fire, buries. Little Luka Doncic there, look at this. Turn, fire, net. So Czechia got it down to 4. And then Patrick Whelan to the rescue. Great outside shooter, shows that he could get into the paint. Using his length, goes up and off the glass. So a very entertaining game. Both teams qualified already for the next phase. 40-35, your halftime score from Newcastle.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Cordinier explodes, goes down the lane. Look at that, France playing above the rim already. So Le Bleu take the lead on Croatia.
Well, what a transition. Oh my goodness. Touchdown if you like. Brito, that was well executed, very well timed.
Long pass, Bongo with the two-hander. Germany, showtime here in Podgorica.
Now Latvia, oh what a time goes, oh my goodness, what a rejection by Hugo Gonzalez. Petrushev base, oh baby! Dobrodoshvili, are you kidding me? Well, Philip Petrushev just went baseline.
Danilo attacking the basket. Oh, behind the back. What a pass and what a finish. Vision from Voigtman.
Well, nice spin by Santi Justa. BEA, beautiful move. Well, he cleaned the screen on that spin out. Completely took the defense out. Look at that spin out. Clean the windshield. Now Latvia has numbers. Bertens down the middle, throws it down. Paul Diaz, are you kidding me? Well, Davis Bertens made the pass. And as they say in Latvia, Paul Diaz, throw it down, Davis. Throw it down, big man. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Halilovic wasn't even on the main roster coming into the game, but he has certainly made an impact.
8 seconds to take this to overtime. Tilopoulos gets his feet set, puts it up, gets it! Tilopoulos knocks down the three. We've got a tied game. 77 apiece with 2 to go. How often does a Greek guard come up with a huge play?
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
So the halftime score here in Newcastle, it is Great Britain 40, Czechia 35. Great opening start for Great Britain as they get out to a 12-point lead. Czechia fighting back, cutting it down to 4 in the second quarter, but could no closer than 5 points. This is the final game for qualifying Group F as Great Britain comes to this game with a 3-2 record. They beat the Netherlands early on, lost to Czechia 90-82 in Czechia, and then a win over Greece and a loss to Greece. So pretty mixed bag for them. Czechia comes in at 2-3, coming off a disappointing last game where they lost in overtime to Greece, 93-89. That game being played in Czechia just this past Friday. They were outscored in overtime 16-12. Bright future though for Great Britain as this nation has really embraced basketball over the course of the last decade. Luke Nelson, Patrick Whelan. Big contributions off the bench. Actually, Luke Nelson getting the start tonight. As we mentioned, Quinn Ellis unable to go. There you see the leaders in rebounds, points, and assists for Czechia. Well-balanced team, well-disciplined team as they will stick to their program. Adam Kval leading the way with 8 points, 1 assist, and 2 rebounds. Kval, a young man, just 23 years of age, 7 feet tall. Can't teach that. Interesting to see how these teams do in the next round of their draw. As we mentioned, both already qualified, but looking for seeding. See a win here would give them a better seeding opportunity. Greece in this group has already clinched their spot as Netherlands will be eliminated. Jabril Bello-Osagi's having himself a game, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Doing a great job out there as he's played just 11 minutes and 27 seconds. Speaking of time played, you look at Carl Wiedel, who in the last game against Netherlands went 36 minutes of the 40, chipped in 10 points and 5 rebounds in that win. 17 points and 10 assists the last time these two teams played, and he's just played 8 minutes tonight, just 1 point and 3 assists. So certainly adjustments being made for head coach Diego Ocampo. It's one of his teams obviously not to get off to a slow start like they did at the start of this ball game. 20 minutes of basketball here to wrap up FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifiers for Group F. Fans have turned out in force here tonight at the Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle. Trying to give the home team a nice send-off as they wrap up their group play. As mentioned, basketball in Great Britain is certainly on the rise at all levels. It's just tough to compete with a sport like football/soccer in this country, which has got such a strong foothold, but basketball is on the rise and it is loved here. I want to remind you, you can download the app for the EuroBasket qualifiers. That gets you all the latest scores, highlights, and news breaking around the tournament. Go to the Apple Store, wherever you get your apps, and download it today, or you can scan the QR code when it pops up on the screen. Fans back in their seat, ready for the second half of play, hoping their team can match the both offensive and defensive output that they had. Diego Ocampo and Czechia looking for some answers. They don't come out of the locker room as slow as they came out in the first half.
Luke Nelson to get a spot underway. Here we go.
Great Britain without Quinn Ellis tonight. We mentioned unable to go, so he is unable to contribute for Coach Studel. Hopefully he'll be back for the next round of competition. Gabe Olasheni has the ball knocked away. Excellent defense there as Great Britain tries to rally back. Not quick enough, and the shot almost went down from Wojtek Ruban before Tariq Phillip rips it away. Inside pass. On the spin, knocked out of bounds, and he'll stay with Great Britain. Miles Hessen now, he is garnering double teaming when he gets down in that paint area, he is a load to handle. Excellent footwork. Nelson on the give. Steps right into that three and knocks it down. That's a good sign for Coach Mark Studel as Carl Weedle just steps into his first shot of the second half. Cuts off the lane, the defense. Excellent active hands for Great Britain. Don't have numbers here, so they'll slow it down. Four blue jerseys got back quickly. Luke Nelson handles, skip pass across the lane. Former London Lion teammate Tariq Phillip takes the blocking foul. Mount called for the infraction. Nelson with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to the corner, man left wide open. Buries the three. Tariq Phillip for a monster three for GB. Back up to an 11-point lead. And Czechia doing exactly what they did in the first half, coming out ice cold, too many turnovers. I mentioned they had Great Britain picking up 6 points off of turnovers in that first half. Nelson now with a beautiful bounce pass inside. Olasheni kicks it back out. Another three on the way. This one too long. Oh, that intercepted and picked off beautifully by Weedle. Bodies in, gets the foul. He'll go to the line for two. Carl Weedle did such a good job of anticipating that pass and stepping right into the lane. Right here. Saw that it was going to be a touch pass, closed it out. Defensive effort there on the other end by Senyal. Surprised he went up and challenged that because Senyal's got a personal foul situation as he now has 4 personal fouls. One more and he'll be shown the bench. Weedle, 2 for 2 from the line. So it was a 5-point lead. Great Britain has come out and gone on an 8-0 run to start the second half. It's got to be concerning for head coach Ocampo and Czechia. They can score in bunches, no question about it, and that's exactly what Wojtek Ruban gets in the lane and knocks down his patented 10-footer. Don't know if you want to get yourself too big of a deficit to GB. Down 11 now, under 7.5 to play in the third. Nelson had a man wide open in the corner, but Hessen could not knock down the three. Luke Nelson doing a fantastic job of finding the open man. Gabe Olasheni on the help. Does a great job intercepting that pass that's knocked away. That time, Czechia returning the favor. They've got numbers. And Nelson just picks it out of the sky, and he is fouled in the backcourt. Wojtek Ruban, good sportsmanship there. Didn't mean to foul him that hard. Czechia definitely has a certain style of play. They're very active. Right now, Great Britain a little more active, getting their hands in the passing lanes, and that is leading to turnovers. That's got to be a little bit concerning for head coach Ocampo if that continues. Hanging in the lane, Luke Nelson open for the three. Nelson buries another one. Points off of turnovers right now. Great Britain 16, Czechia 4. Again, Luke Nelson seeing the passing lane, steps in, knocks it out, and he is absolutely gassed. 14-point lead for the homestanding Great Britain squad as they lead it 51-32. Excellent passing. Look at this. Drives, kicks, Nelson, Twine. Credit where credit is due. Excellent assist as Tariq Phillip driving the lane and gets out to Luke Nelson. There's that QR code if you want to scan that now. Get you the best app with all the information. Let's listen in if we can. I will say this, Coach Ocampo did a great job of protecting his commentary from the prying ears and eyes of our cameras and microphones, as he was very animated at the start of that timeout with the way his team is playing. They find themselves now in a 14-point hole. 14 points, the largest lead in the ball game. Great Britain on a 9-0 scoring run before Czechia got that. Only 2 points they've got in the second half. Have to rush that one and almost got it to fall. And now an opportunity for Great Britain with a three to blow this thing wide open. Weedle drives, kicks. Baseline, back to Weedle, to the top. Tariq Phillip backs it down. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Goes inside to big Gabe Olasheni. On the cut, layup, and in. Well done, Adamu. 53-37 now. Great Britain starting to feel it. Confidence is building at home. Britain's doing a great job of closing out. I don't know how that's not a travel, and it wasn't. They needed that bucket in a big-time way. So Czechia, in nearly 5 minutes of ball, has only scored 4 points in the second half. Inside, Olasheni. Inside out. The drive. No one home. Miles Hessen drives right down the lane. Nice three. Big triple there coming from Richard Ballant. Czechia down 13. 4:50 to play here in the third. Weedle had the baseline taken away, last touched by Wojciech Ruban. Wholesale substitutions for both teams as Coach Ocampo swaps out 3 players. Kwasi Yeboah back into the game for Great Britain and Mark Studel. And all tied up down below, and it's going to be, again, trying to figure out how to handle Miles Hessen and Carl Weedle. Foul called on Jarmo Bohasic. Tariq Phillip's going to take a seat. Bohasic picks up his third. Jelani Watson-Gale back in the game as well for Coach Studel. Great Britain working the outside and foul away before the shot. Lubos Kovar is going to be called for the foul on the hold. Coach saying now's the perfect time to do a little more coaching. Kovar, the 6'8" center, just 24 years of age. Kwasi Yeboah with one more attempt. Gets it to drop. 14-point lead. Oh, and Jelani Watson-Gale took a tumble. Got some help defense there, but Gabe Olasheni's going to pick up a foul there. He's protecting the paint and the rim.
To the line with 2.
Olasheni just picking up his second personal. Misses them both.
Let's go, GB. Let's go.
56-42, 4:15 to play in the third here in Group F. Both teams already qualifying for the next round. Great Britain trying to go with some momentum. Czechia trying to get their pool play to 500. Olasheni, he'll let this one fly and hit. A three-pointer for big Gabe Olasheni. First bucket of the night, hard to believe. Olasheni, who averages 15 points and 9 rebounds, he's on the board now with 3. Drive and too much contact, and they're going to get Kwasi Yeboah. Yes, bounce pass. Olasheni said, why not? A lot of fans turning out here in Newcastle to see this one, see some amazing international basketball and some top flight European talent here at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifiers. Head coach Mark Stewart taking a break from his day job as the head coach of the Newcastle Eagles. Now Czechia going back into that full court man-man defense. Jelani Watson-Gale not liking the hand checking there. And the block called. Yeboah going strong to the floor, and they're going to, Bohasek's going to pick up this one. Ooh. Have to agree with that one. Bohasek picking up his 4th personal. And he wants to stay in the game. Down by 15. Just to help his team fight back. Josh Ward-Hibbert checking back into the game for Great Britain. Great Britain's got just a load of talent playing internationally and domestically. Just gathering that talent to one place and putting a team together consistently, I should say, is the key for them. Czechia, quick shot there. Probably didn't need to take it that early. Shot clock, plenty of time there. They get the offensive rebound. They'll get another good look at it. Wide open on that one. And excellent blocking out there as Kravanek found himself in a perfect position. Tried for the quick putback, couldn't get it to drop for the end one, but he will go to the line and shoot 2. Kravanek's having a pretty decent night. 6 points, 5 rebounds. Haven't changed the style of play for Coach Ocampo. Czechia got into foul trouble early in the first period as the fans made the journey. Terry Arena in Czechia, their home venue. They played their last game. Tough loss to Greece in overtime. Had the game won. Greece hits a big three-pointer with 2 seconds left in regulation to send it in overtime, and took that momentum and carried it into overtime period where they outscored Czechia 16-12 to get the victory. Deep range three from the base, off the front rim, handled nicely by Keval. Czechia now, trying to get some momentum. Got the stop, need a bucket. Ruban spins, buries it. Czechia now down by 13 points. Off the heel, but rebounded nicely by Josh Ward-Hibbert. 14 fresh seconds, quick pass inside and one. Beautiful dish to find Adamu wide open. Starts with Hibbert's hustle, cut down below. You got Ballant on the bump. Olasheni will take a seat. Adamu will get the and one, stem the tide and take back some of that momentum that Czechia had. Second chance points go in the way of Czechia, 11-7, and they're dominating points in the paint, 22-18. Great Britain so far winning the battle. Players off the bench. That pass, or that shot, I should say, a little too enthusiastic, and it goes wide. Here comes Great Britain. Opportunity to push this thing to 19 with a 3, 18 with a 2. Yeboah knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Great Britain. Shot clock at 9. Biggest lead so far in the game, 17. Watson Gale finally gets it in. Shot clock at 5. Sets a screen as he dishes off, and with 2 seconds left, absolutely buried the 3 in the hands of Jabril Bello-Osagi. Nice offensive rebound. Another look at it. This time off the mark, taken away strongly by Great Britain. Here they go. Always looking to run 4 jerseys back in blue. So look at their set offense. Yeboah. He'll drive the line. Oh, beautifully done. Akwazi Yeboah adjusts his body in mid-flight, kisses it off the glass for 2. 21 points is the lead. Quickly cut back to 18 on a 3-pointer coming off the hands of Ruban. Under a minute to play here in the third. Ruban now with 12 points. 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Great Britain will answer right back. Drive down the lane one more time and another opportunity for a 3-point play as they're going to get Hustak with the foul. Hustak picking up his second personal foul. Akwazi Yeboah now to the line. Three-point play. Mark Studel and his coaches there on his right. Alberto Lorenzo on his left. Andreas Kapoulas. Great Britain's played a great defensive game. Another opportunity. Czechia doing a nice job on the offensive glass. Ruban going one-on-one. And too much contact before the shot as Yeboah is going to be called for the reach. Czechia will have 7.3 seconds as the third comes to a conclusion. Down to 3. Off the screen, rises, shoots, gets it to fall. Wojtek Ruban, as the clock is winding down and the light comes on red, buries a big two-pointer for the visiting Czechia squad. And that will take us to the end of the third, 72-53. Great Britain had a 21-point lead at one stage of the game, and that two-pointer by Ruban brought it down. So, big lead change, 9-0 scoring run for the Brits. Luke Nelson doing a great job in that third period to really push the offense. Take a look at some of the best plays from the third. Just the intense defense leads to great offense. Great Britain, and they are looking good from beyond the arc, just stepping into threes. Not because they're not being well defended, except this one, Tariq Phillips, too wide open. Spreading the court, beautiful give, unselfish play, kicks back out, Luke Nelson. He's left wide open, keeps the hand in the air because he don't care. Wojtek Ruban really had to call on him at the end here. This was a huge play for him to get that bucket and a nice throwdown finish that did not count. Look at this. Sets his man up perfectly, gives him the ball with just enough time. Drives lane, off the glass, and one. A couple Caledonia Gladiators in attendance. Made the short trip over. Scotland here to Newcastle. So here we go, the final period of play in Group F here at the FIBA EuroBasket 2025 qualifiers. Great Britain in the white, Czechia in the blue. Both teams have already qualified for the next round. Great Britain, though, could wrap up this qualifier with an impressive record of 4-2. Remember, they've got Greece and the Netherlands also in this bracket. Top flight European squads. Here we go. Fourth final period here from Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle. Fans have been engaged from the opening tip. Nelson back into the game. Good backcourt combo there with Nelson and Adamu. Nice shot there on the fall away for Senyal. Andre Senal, 2 pointers. He pulls up inside. Cuts the lead back to 17. Beautiful job. Josh Ward-Hibbert roaming the baseline. His teammate found him, fired a rocket pass into him, and he gets the nice layup. 3-pointer on the way. Take it away clean. Here comes Great Britain looking to run. 2-on-2 situation. Ball knocked away. And a foul is called. Yeboah got the defensive rebound. He draws the foul. Look at this. Yeboah 6'6". 12 points in the last meeting with these two teams. He was going to mess around. This pass. Oh, what a dime. Ukraine has beaten Portugal earlier today, 88-60. And Israel on top of Slovenia, 78-67 in the fourth. Here at Newcastle, it's Great Britain on top, 75-55. Czechia, close game at the half, 40-35. And Great Britain came out in the third and went on a 9-0 run. Really have not looked back. Czechia was able to whittle that lead down to 4 earlier, but nothing since then. Luke Nelson, no-look skip pass, and his teammate was not quite ready for it. Ruban with an easy throwdown. Great Britain does have the numbers. They'll back it out. Maybe run a little clock as we go 8:30 to play in the ball game. 20-point lead for Great Britain. Well-executed game plan tonight. Nice wraparound pass, up and under, and 2 more for the Brits. Well done by Jabril Belawasagi. Fade away, short. Stays with Czechia.
Substitution, Adamu heads to the bench.
And then Adamu steps aside. Tariq Phillip back in the game. Tariq Phillip with the dunk of the night as we've got a timeout on the court. Czechia looks a little bit frustrated as they come to the bench. That's a big mountain to climb in Newcastle. Wojciech Ruban has done a great job of trying to keep them in it, but it's a situation right now of exchanging 2s and 3s. Ruban with 16 points on the night. He leads Czechia. The only other player in double digits is Adam Keval with 10. Petr Kravanek has 8. And as we switch over to Great Britain, take a look at their box scores. Jabril Belawasagi with 12 points, Kwasi Abo with 13. And then it's spread across. Joshua Hibbett 7, Damu 7, Luke Nelson 9. 6 points from Carl Weedle, 5 points for Patrick Whelan off the bench. So Mark Studel getting some great contributions from his players. Look at this play. Quick it back in. Luke Nelson hustled back. Dips, dunks. So Wojciech Ruban doing his part, trying to keep Czechia in it, but just not getting enough contribution for the rest of their team. We mentioned that Great Britain was out the services of Quinn Ellis tonight. Well, Czechia also out the services within their top players. Tomas Saransky, 12 and 7 in the last game against Greece and 21 points against Great Britain last time they played. They're without him tonight. He's not playing, as is not the 12, Andre Balvin. Balvin, last time in that Czech win, 8 points, 10 rebounds. He had 19 and 8 in the loss against Greece, and he played almost 36 minutes of that overtime game. So Czechia a little short-handed, but that 3 will help the cause. It'll cut the lead to 17. Well spotted up by Bohasa. Luke Nelson, he'll take the 3 and bury it. Lord Nelson on point from beyond the arc. Back to a 20-point lead, 7.5 to play in the ball game. Newcastle fans on their feet. Knocked away. Peterka with the offensive rebound. Exactly. So I think it's a situation. Try to listen in. It's a situation where the shot clock this exchange right here. Shot clock at 15. Yeah, did not hit the rim, so it should not have reset. So that shot went up at 12-13. And so they got to figure out guesstimation, I guess, of how much time should have run off, because he did not hit the rim on the shot, just hit the backboard. So watch right here. Here's the shot. Doesn't hit the rim. Shot clock was at 11. So right here, you're probably thinking 9 seconds instead of resetting to 14. Well, the officiating crew will work this thing out. Doing a great job all night long is Johan Rosso from France, Severio Lanzarini of Italy, and Gert Jacobs of Belgium. Thank you, gentlemen. Here's the shot. That was the fake shot. So the shot clock there went to 14. They automatically reset it. They thought it hit the rim. Common mistake. So they'll watch the video playback and get it sorted out. Coach Ocampo accepts the explanation of the officiating crew. What he's not happy about is the 20-point deficit his squad faces. 7:22 to play in the ball game here at Virtu Motors Arena, and it has been all Great Britain. Jumped out to an early lead. And they will inbound. Nelson surveys the field, takes a hard foul. With 6 seconds on the shot clock. Czechia trying to extend that defense, try to create something as Adam Cavill is called for the foul. Cavill picking up his third. Almost knocked away. Beautiful pass inside again. Well done from Luke Nelson to Jabril Belawasagi. Back to a 22-point lead under shot clock under 4 seconds, and a great defensive stand by Great Britain. That has been the hallmark tonight for GB, is their defense. That three off the mark. Defensive rebound taken away by Peterka. Left open for three and hits. Martin Peterka. Quite a night tonight. Getting warm here late. Peterka now on 7 points, 3 of 5 from the field. And there's a foul. So under 6 to play, 19 points is the lead for Great Britain. And it looks like that will be it for Andre Senal. Senal is out of the game. So he will take a seat. Not his best night. Credited with 2 points and 3 rebounds. Gave them almost 18 minutes of play, but he is out of the game. Fall away, short. Shot clock does not reset, didn't hit the rim, but that three will count. JBO with 3. Just when Czechia cuts it down into the teens, Great Britain somehow finds a way to take the shot clock all the way down into 2-3 seconds and bury a 3. Jump ball situation. Look at this. Shot clock at 3. JBO answers the call. Loose ball foul. Look at some of the advanced stats tonight. It is points off turnovers, 18 for Great Britain, 6 for Czechia. Fast break points, 10 Great Britain, 2 for Czechia. Czechia winning the battle of second chance points, 16-9. Points in the paint, almost even, 28-24. Advantage Great Britain. And points from the bench. Great Britain, 47 of their points, 47 of their 85 points, I should say, to 33 for Czechia. And that's going to do it for Bohasic. He's also fouled out. Just kind of ran through the other player. It's been a tough game for Czechia. They have only led for 56 seconds of the almost 35 minutes that have played so far, less than a minute. 5 lead changes taking place early in the first quarter. But Great Britain has been in control of this game for more than 31 minutes. Biggest lead, 23. Jibril Bello-Osagi now with 19 points. Ruban. Ooh. Might have gone away with steps there, not called, and Ballant buries a 3. Well, maybe not. It's a big jab step. Ballant. 5'11". GBR could just run clock here because don't need the points. Time is their friend. Step into a 3. Doesn't drop. Now Czechia feel a little bit of confidence. Once again, the theme of the game, active hands for Coach Mark Studel and Great Britain. Getting those hands in the passing lanes, doing a fantastic job of disrupting the flow of the Czechia offense. You'd never know they have a 21-point lead. Great Britain playing some tenacious defense. Shot clock at 1. Ruben has to put it up. And the travel's called.
Everybody in the arena, let me hear you. Let's go, GB, let's go.
Fans at the Virtu Motors Arena in Newcastle staying engaged as their squad has a 21-point lead as they are on their way to victory. They'll run their record to 4-2 in group play. A great result for Team GB. That pass taken away nicely. Stepped right in front was Kravanek. And another foul. The final 5 minutes of this fourth period getting a little loose. Players exhausted. Czechia trying to make a late run. Great Britain trying to slow them down. Tariq Phillip will take a seat with 3:45 to play. Tariq Phillip with 8 big points on the night, 4 rebounds, and a big dunk. All in all, Mark Studel's got to be pretty happy the way his squad played. Ball thrown away, it'll go back to GB with 3:33 on the clock. Coach Studel's team really came and distributed the ball. Everyone that dressed in the box scores. Everyone contributed. Points, rebounds, assists. At 3. And they're going to get an We're going to get a defensive foul. Looks like JBL was going up for the rebound and was sent into the baseline. Jibril Bello-Osagi, the 6'8", just 26 years of age, as we said, plays his club ball at Stade Rochelet in France. Talented young man. Got a big lift tonight. Gave the team a big lift, we should say. 21 points off the bench. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Not a bad stat line. Great Britain still playing some tough man-to-man D. Never guessed they have a 23-point lead. Ball knocked away, and active hands. Got to respect the effort by Carl Wiedel. Frustration on the faces of the Czechia players. They will drop their Group F record to 2-4, but they will be moving on. Kravanek back into the game. Ruben will take a seat. Yet another foul. Miles Hessen fouled as he's driving. And frustration on all the Czechia players. Hessen hits them both. Great possibility that GBR is going to hit that century mark. Look at this defense. They're up by 25. And they are still swarming. It's a play for Zipper, if they can get it in. Mike Studel certainly sending a message that doesn't matter what the score is, his squad is going to play gritty defense. Full 40, beautiful no-look pass and the dunk underneath. Well done. That was a beautiful behind-the-back looking dime. Hustak on the receiving end. Hustak kept his hands up. Did a great job down below handling that pass. Now there's a chance they'll get the century mark. Great Britain now at 93-68. 2:10 to play. Double team coming. This is a great mark of Mark Studel's attitude, the way he wants his team to play. Big three-pointer there coming off the hands of Kravanek. And credit to Czechia. I mean, it would be easy for them to just walk up and run clock, but they are battling. 1:45 to play in the ball game. Great Britain happy to back it out, run the clock down. Three-pointer on the way, in and out. Tough shot for Patrick Whelan. Whelan with 5 points on the night off the bench. But he's doing the little things like that, coming up with a defensive rebound. Great Britain can run another 15 seconds off the clock if they so choose. They choose not to. Carl Wiedel thought he had the lane, couldn't get it to drop. Oh my goodness, that is sent back to London. JBO says, not a Newcastle, not tonight. Timed it perfectly. Spiked it like a volleyball. And that's the kind of intensity that Mark Studel's got to be thrilled with a 20-point lead. Jabril could have been happy just to say, you know, I got beat off the dribble. No, nice recovery, sends a message. Under a minute to play now, so Great Britain moving on, as is Czechia out of Group F. Greece will also join them in the next round. It's been an exciting 7 days, and a big three-pointer there. Patrick Whelan now with 8 points. It's been an exciting 7 days for FIBA EuroBasket 2025, the qualifiers, as they wrap up. And the top teams now moving on. What will be a very exciting tournament going forward. Again, Great Britain have qualified for 6 of the last 7 editions of EuroBasket, and they are looking to make a deep run here Trying to get higher than 13th, their best showing thus far. That was 12 years ago. Jelani Watson-Gale called for the late foul with 24 seconds, 14 on the shot. So Mark Studel, his coaching staff, Alberto Lorenzo and Andreas Kapoulas, got to be happy where they finish things off with 2 wins to wrap things up, beating the Netherlands and Czechia. Punch their ticket into the next round. Czechia would have liked to have picked up this victory in a big-time way for seeding purposes, and another foul, this time coming from Adamu. Coach Studel just say, fellas, no reason to foul. 23-point lead, 13 seconds, let's get to the showers. And the rosters will certainly change, as we mentioned. Satoransky of Czechia not available tonight, as was Balvin. 2 guys that contribute consistently 27, 28 points for Coach Diego Ocampo. Quinn Ellis didn't go for Great Britain tonight. Other talent on that team that didn't suit up. So Mark Studel will evaluate everyone's health. They'll see what their draw looks like. This is an interesting statement here. Full court press, and you're down by 21 with 10 seconds. Oh well, I respect it. Take the 3 then. Off the mark, and that'll bring things to a conclusion. 96-75 is the final. Coach Studel will go to half court and congratulate his opposition, Diego Ocampo and Czechia. Came in as a good game. Remember, halftime score was 40-35, and it was the start of that 3rd period where Great Britain, Luke Nelson and company came out and went on a 9-0 run to start things, and that really was the end of it. Czechia really never able to get closer than that. Take a look at some of the stats as the players are able to congratulate one another. Might see each other again, you never know. Take a look at the full game stats across the board. Biggest lead of the night, 25. Czechia led for just 56 seconds of the game. The largest lead for them, 7-0 run was their biggest run of the night. Great Britain had a 9-0 run. They led for 36 minutes and 23 seconds of the game. Czechia only led for 56 seconds. Czechia fans, though, that made the trip, valuable experience. Free throw percentage, pretty even. 87% for Great Britain, 83% for Czechia. 3-point field goal percentage, 36% for Czechia, 43% for Great Britain. I think points off turnovers is what you're going to have to really look at if you're head coach Diego Ocampo. Great Britain feasting off points off of turnovers, 24 to Czechia's 6. Fast break points, 10, Czechia 4. And more numbers coming your way. Bottom line, the most important number that counts is that 96. Great Britain avenging the loss that they had when they went to Czechia last year and fell 90-82. So they return the favor and they get a big win on home court. So we'll see how the draws play out as the EuroBasket qualifiers for 2025 come to a conclusion, and Great Britain's got to feel great about what they did. 4th quarter just kept the pressure up. Smart plays, excellent defense, excellent passing. Luke Nelson was dealing dimes tonight. Put enough heat on that one that the defense was never going to get to it. That one, just a little too hot. Ruban took advantage of it and threw it down. Deep range threes were flying, but Czechia never got into a full groove as Bohasic got this one off the corner wing. But again, only a 7-0 run for the entire game. That was the most that Czechia had. And remember, they trailed big. Look at passing again, Luke Nelson. Quick touch inside, JBO with the finish. Just excellent performance by Mark Studel's squad. Defense leading to offense. Czechia did not go away. Couldn't find that consistent hot hand from the 3-point line, but they kept chipping away. They Dug themselves a big hole, though, with 20-plus points at 24 at one point. So that will wrap things up from Newcastle. Once again, the final score is Great Britain 96, Czechia 75. Other action is Greece taking down the Netherlands by 10, 63-53, low-scoring affair. So there are the final results after 6 days of competition for Group F. Greeks go 5-1, Great Britain goes 4-2, Czechia 2-4. Those three teams moving on to the next round. So there you see the host nations, Cyprus, Finland, Latvia, and Poland. They're in, and the rest of the teams that will fill out the bracket. Been a lot of fun, these EuroBasket qualifiers and the pool play. Congratulations once again to Great Britain for getting their ticket punched, and to Czechia as we say goodnight from Newcastle. Once again, final score 96-75, Great Britain with the win.